What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Paul here, back at it again, guys. We are here with episode 99 of Dragon Ball Super, and here's my review on it, guys. I'm going to be getting your live reactions as well as what happened in this episode, the complete overview. So, guys, make sure you guys turn on notifications to make sure that you guys never miss any of these streams when we do these reviews. We get the live reaction of the audience as well as get all of the fan feedback. So I'm going to put the chat on screen. It's going to be really epic to discuss this with you guys, so here we go. Alright guys, so this episode started off pretty slow in terms of, like, they spent like the first 5 minutes discussing, hey, they actually destroyed the universe. It was really insane that the fact that they're all like, yo, they destroyed the universe. But now they're starting to come to terms that Goku did save most of these guys because they were going to get eliminated anyway. But with that being the case, they're still attacking Universe 7. They don't care that they kind of saved them in a way. Goku kind of saved an entire universe, but to all of them, they're trying to get Universe 7 out because they kind of got put in this predicament with this whole idea. So it's been pretty epic. Vegeta got a little bit of his moment there at the beginning. He was fighting Botamo, and then all of a sudden, Botamo, he decided to basically try to attack Vegeta with Hit, but Hit disappeared. Hit just dodged Vegeta completely, and then Botamo ends up getting into a fight with Vegeta. Vegeta ends up tying this guy's arms together and tries to ring him out old school Mario 64 Bowser off the side of the ring style. He literally tied his arms up, then picked them up and started carrying him to the edge of the ring to go throw him off. And all of a sudden, Magetta jumps in and stops it. So he literally just punches Vegeta in the back, and then he drops Botamo. Then the two of them showing off the teamwork in this tournament. Botama and Magetta, they basically combined their powers. They sat on one another's heads, basically, and since Botama can't take damage, any physical damage that matter, he's going to hold the top, and Magetta's weakness is being dissed. Basically, you can't disrespect him, so it's going to be pretty shitty if you can't, he can't hear anything because Botama's blocking out the ears. So, with that being said, it's like very hard for Vegeta over there right now, but and plus the fact that he can't fly. The power of flying really changes the spectacle of things. So they kind of put that fight at the beginning there. They didn't show how that ended yet. Vegeta's still fighting them. Hit ran off in some other direction. Jiren, whichever way you want to call it, Jiren the Gray, did not show up at all in this episode. Neither did Toppo. And Goku got a small moment, as well as Gohan. Gohan had a pretty badass moment as well, where he blocked an attack that was coming towards Krillin. But this episode is mainly dedicated towards Krillin and Android 18. Now, we need episodes like this that show off the side characters a lot more. And at the end of it, if you guys noticed, only 5 minutes have passed in the past 3 episodes combined. Only 5 minutes. Out of the 48 minutes of this tournament, we're down to 43 after 3 episodes. So, just giving you guys like a little scale of the time here, because that means things are moving pretty fast. And within 5 minutes of the tournament, Universe 9 got dropped out. Or even faster than that, because it doesn't count for this entire episode, how long this went on. But it was mainly a combination of Krillin and 18 having, like, you know how they have those type of couples where it's like a fighting couple and they're whooping ass and Krillin's getting rings out left and right. It was really cool to see that, I guess. For these two, it gave them a lot of character development, and they kept bringing up the fact that Android 18 and Android 17 have infinite power. So it was really cool to see this. And Android 18 is getting a lot of the spotlight. However, Krillin having this one episode, he ended up getting ringed out by Frost at the end. He put his guard down after they beat somebody. His name was Majora, I believe. And the way they beat him is basically Krillin threw his shoe over this guy's nose because he can't see. His sense of smell and hearing are insanely strong, so he's immune to solar flare, but he had to nullify his senses somehow. So Krillin threw his stinky shoe on this guy's nose and then ringed him out because of that, because it just blurred his senses. And after he was cheering about the fact that he ringed this guy out, all of a sudden Frost comes in and slashes him in the back with his tail, knocks Krillin out, and it was like an instant defeat for Universe 7 because, like, yo, we lost our first fighter. And there goes the circle type of transformation thing. It was really cool. There's no more of that teamwork going on anymore right now. As you guys can see, Gohan's circle has been weakened even more. And the thing is, I don't know how that circle thing is going to work out. I feel like I want that entire teamwork friendship circle that Gohan and the rest of the squad has to just go away. I want to see Gohan go and fight on his own, because the way he blocked the blast that was coming towards Krillin, it looked insane. Honestly, I was so hyped when I saw it. I was like, Gohan, we need to see your mystic form in action. We need to see it. Krillin got defeated way too early, but it was just something really cool to see. And with that being that small moment of Gohan, I think they might be saving it for later, because the next episode is going to be featuring the other two Saiyans Kale and Khalifa, and that's gonna be really, really interesting. We've been talking about the spoilers have been released. I'm not gonna talk about them in this episode because I'm gonna save that for the next episode breakdown, but we've already seen the spoilers. Episode 100 of Dragon Ball Super will be legendary, to say the very least, and that's something we've been waiting for as Dragon Ball fans for years, over a decade, to see this particular thing happen, but I'm not gonna talk about it. So, with that being said, out of 10, I would probably give this episode probably an 8. At the very most, an 8. I feel like it's Android 18, it's Krillin, it's not the most exciting episode. They're using rather basic attacks and stuff like that. Old school stuff, but it was side character stuff as well. And they had to give Krillin some time in the spotlight. I feel like they did Krillin dirty. Yeah, I agree with you guys that. They did Krillin hella dirty. He was getting in that work, and then all of a sudden gets ringed out by Frost unexpectedly. I feel like he could have gotten a lot more done. He was doing a lot of good work, I think, compared to the rest of the team. I think he was doing more than anybody at that moment. He was just getting rings out left and right. And then Beerus even grilled him. He's like, yo, you weren't... Why did you get ring out, Bayo? You failed me, Bayo. Why would you do this, Krillin? It was kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, I feel like 18's going to pick up some of the slack here. 18's going off. She's like, I don't view her as a weak character. I feel like she's a pretty strong character. She put her guard down at one moment because one of the characters actually pulled a Yamcha and played dead and ended up almost ringing her out. Krillin basically jumped off the ring to grab her and then used the Ki Blast to boost himself back. Kind of like you see like Iron Man do it, the way he uses his hands to blast things back. That's another little thing that these guys aren't utilizing, the fact that you can still kind of fly if you jump high, or if you can blast the air, you still have like thrusters. So it's really, really cool. Android 13, I agree with you. Now, I don't know where Hit ran to, but it's really, really cool to see that he's just chilling on the sidelines, and I want to see who he's ringing out on the side, because, I mean, if he didn't go and fight Vegeta head-on, he said Vegeta's not worth it. But at least we know for a fact Vegeta is looking for Hit. Vegeta's trying to get revenge on Hit. He literally did it at the beginning of the episode. Vegeta versus Hit, I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but I feel like Vegeta's aiming for the guy. Why won't it happen? It's going to be really, really cool, and I really want that. I want to see that. Jiren versus Hit is definitely happening. I'm not sure about that. I feel like something else might happen. If Hit gets eliminated first, that would be rather interesting. And this is just things that I want to see happen. Is basically, I want to see Hit get his ass beat to the ground by somebody else. At least, if it's not Jiren, make it Goku or Vegeta, because it has to be done by somebody that was proven to be weaker before, and then they have the comeback and the come up. If it's Jiren beating down Hit, or Jiren, however you want to say it, if Jiren beats down Hit, then it shows the level of scaling of their power. And I just want to see how that works and stuff like that. So, Hit beating Vegeta, I don't see that happening. Again, that would be pretty shitty if they just pull that same card twice. Don't you guys think? I wouldn't want to see that. I'd be kind of pissed if they did that. I'd feel better if it was Vegeta winning and then Jiren beating Vegeta, if anything. Or, if anything, Jiren beats everybody except for Mr. Gohan, and he comes back in the most epic way, because these small moments of Gohan are giving me flashbacks of him in his prime, and I'm just so hyped to see Gohan. It's insane to see him in that mystic hairdo, that outfit and everything. He hasn't powered up yet. That's what I'm waiting for, but that outfit, that look of smirk of confidence, I love it. It's rather insane. But what you guys think about this episode? Out of 10, what would you guys give it? I give it an 8. The animation was top-notch. I didn't feel like there were any derpy frames like they normally do. There's usually a lot of derpy frames in some of these episodes, but this one was actually pretty good. There was no repeating of animations for the most part. I didn't really see that. So, god damn you, Frost. Frost, you had to go and do that. Yeah, man, I'm on Gohan's tip. Gohan's the MVP. Gohan's the meme. You give it an 8.7. I think it was a great episode, but I don't think it was that high for me, but I respect your opinion. Yeah, I want to see Gohan fight a Pride Trooper. Gohan needs to get a moment, but I don't see it happening until after episode 100, because episode 100, it didn't seem like they're giving Gohan any of the spotlight. I'll be discussing that later on, but it doesn't seem like Gohan's going to get the stage just yet. And seeing how he did all of that training, I want to see where this circle formation for his team is going to go, because now that we have Krillin out, I was going to call him Krillin. It's really, really cool to see how this is going to have to change the team to adapt and pull more out of them. 9 out of 10. Bardock was an 8, 7.5. I agree with the 7.5 as well, if anything. 8.5. Yeah, I don't think it's anything above a 9. I think it can't be a perfect 10 out of 10. The past two episodes are greater. 7 out of 10, I can still agree with that. It wasn't the most exciting episode ever, but it was still really, really good. And another thing, I like Krillin's character in the Japanese dub. If you guys haven't noticed, does anyone else agree with me that Krillin kind of reminds me, if you guys have ever seen the show Shaolin Showdown, he kind of reminds me of Omi in the Japanese dub, because you guys know, in the Japanese dub, these characters take a different form. They feel like a completely different character, especially Goku and stuff like that. When Sean Schemmel gets his hands on these voice acting lines, it's going to change the tone of this fight. It's going to change the tone of Goku completely. Goku has a much more serious and mature tone in the English dub than he does in the Japanese one. And Krillin here, he seemed like a little kid. He seemed like Omi from Shaolin Showdown, in my opinion. Yes. 7.8, too much Krillin. Oh, wow, 7.8. Father! I mean, I can't believe he got knocked off by Frost, but out of everyone, I'd rather it be knocked off by Frost, because the funny part is, now we can see everyone aim for Frost. I want to see somebody get vengeance for Krillin. It makes us hate Frost that much more, because we already hated Frost in the original tournament for being a little cheating shit, but now we hate him for getting rid of Krillin, the MVP. So, Frost, you have a hit out on you now. I'm pretty sure 18's probably going to try to get revenge or something. Someone's going to come after Frost. But one of the lines that I liked in the beginning of this entire fight, Frieza looks up at Zeno and he's like, I don't want to be ruled by these two little gerbils. I'm going to reign supreme over them one day and I'm going to take over. So what does that mean? Frieza might, I mean, it might be empty threats, but does Frieza have his eyes out to set to kill Zeno in the future? As well as, does this still strengthen the theory that the priests also may hate Zeno? I mean, there's still that evil Grand Priest theory, but I'm not entirely sure that's going to go, because they kind of took the camera off of the other angels. I mean, after we caught one of them smiling, the Universe 9's god, basically angel, he smiled. We saw in the last episode, he smiled again at the beginning of this episode. They stressed it, and they stressed the look that Goku gave to the Grand Priest. Does this have any animosity? Does this have any omnious themes? It's going to be really, really cool to see how this is going to go. And if there's going to be a turn in this tournament at the end there with Jiren, maybe they have to team up and take out the Grand Priest. Or maybe it's just like a farce. Maybe they really aren't destroying the universes and nobody's evil. It'll be really cool to see how this goes. Imagine Frieza Death Beams Zeno. That's what I'm saying. Zeno can't be the most invincible thing ever, because for the fact that they have a Grand Priest and 2 bodyguards on Zeno at all times. The Grand Priest is one of the top 5 fighters in the world, in the universe, of all things, and you're telling me they have to guard Zeno like this? If Zeno's the most powerful, why is he being guarded? There's something about it that seems that he can be vulnerable and maybe even attempted to be assassinated. So, with all of this stuff in context here, is Zeno's life in danger from this tournament? Is he just a sitting duck up there with his little iPad being distracted like a little kid? Or is this all just fan theories thinking that the Grand Priest is evil and the angels are up to nothing? It's just a real fun tournament. It's only 5 minutes that passed and we're just exaggerating a little bit with the universe is being destroyed. Or is he really trying to cleanse everything? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. But this episode was rather interesting. Not the best out of the 3 tournament episodes just far. I mean, the next episode I feel like is going to overcome whatever this episode set out, because they were very basic attacks. It didn't seem like there was too many new things, and besides the fact that just it wasn't the biggest fights ever. It wasn't the best villains getting knocked out. So, I mean, they have to kick Frost in the dick. Illuminate theory. What's the Illuminate theory? The angels are sus. We didn't get to see too much after whatever the reaction to what they did was. So, everyone dies. Oh, the Illuminati theory. Everyone dies. The angels are sus. I still think the angels are acting a little weird. Vados was joking to Champa about the fact that, hey, you might die. I missed you so much, but it's gonna be swell. We had some great memories, right, Champa? And then you're gonna die. Zeno is playing Clash of Clans on his iPad. Zeno seems like he's getting procrastination done on that iPad. He just keeps... He's like, huh? Which button do I press? Oh, this one died? Okay, I killed Majora. This is so entertaining. And, I don't know, overall, still an 8 out of 10 for me. Super Saiyan Paul disses the robot. I can't believe that robot cries to getting dissed. And the way they remedied that, put your hands over the guy's ears. They created the Botama Magetta fusion. The Botama Ghetto. It was really, really stupid in my opinion. Oh, it's kind of stupid. He's like, I sat on his head. They kind of made it seem like a tag team type of fusion type of thing, but I didn't believe that. That wasn't exactly what they were trying to aim for there. It seems really, really whack, but... I mean, then he started opening Magetta's mouth, and also he was breathing fire on Vegeta. I was like, come on, man. Vegeta just needs to bring both of them out at the same time. Those are the fodder characters in the first tournament. Nobody cared about them. We just cared about Hit, Kaba, and Frost. That's it. We like the new Saiyan, we like the new Frieza race, and we wanted to see the mysterious Hit. These two, get them out of here. They're just fodder characters. Get rid of them. If Khalifa gets Super Saiyan Blue, I will cry. Yes. Hit or Jiren? I prefer Jiren the Great. I prefer Jiren the Great. There's no way they're going to make Jiren weaker than Hit. That would be the stupidest thing they could possibly do right now in the tournament. And I feel like Hit's kind of at a disadvantage with so many people around him. However, he's holding his own because he's only been showing up for like second clips in these past couple of episodes. So, it's if anything, he's just chilling, trying to play it safe. Everyone's trying to conserve energy. In the next episode, in the preview, we're going to see a lot more energy being thrown into the ring, and that's what I'm going to discuss in the follow-up video here, where we're going to do the episode 100 breakdown. As we've already discovered the spoilers, what's going to happen, and I feel like it's going to be a great ride to see, and how the reactions of what's going to go down are going to be something a sight should be wanting to behold. Khalifa is going to be one that you want to watch. Kale is the one you want to be watching. Very, very nice stuff. But Gohan, you need to come back into the fight. We need some more Gohan Piccolo moments. We haven't gotten that yet. That's something that I kind of want to see, because we've seen Goku and Vegeta. We've even seen Bota, Mageto. We've seen Krillin and Android 18. We need to see more tag team fights. That's the best thing. We saw the triple threat of Lavender, Basil, and Bergamo. We saw that stuff. I love this tag team stuff, but Gohan and Piccolo is a must. And if Piccolo gets focused, I see Gohan going off. That's something that I want to see. And how the hell would Vegeta get eliminated? That's also what I want to see, because if Krillin got eliminated by Frost, their first elimination was to someone that was known. It wasn't a side character. It was to Frost. Who is going to take out the rest of the team? Who is going to get these big name characters? If Gohan, let's say Gohan gets ringed out, who is going to take Gohan out? Who is going to take Vegeta out, if not Jiren? That's what I want to see. I feel like everyone else can be taken out by other universe fighters still. There's still vulnerable threats everywhere. Android 17 and 18, I want to see some more tag team from them as well, because now that Krillin's out, we can see more of this Android stuff that we saw in the Future of Trunks movie, where they beat the shit out of Future Gohan and Trunks. That's stuff that I absolutely love watching, but Universe 7 might lose. I don't know. Imagine. I feel like they won't. Universe 7 can't lose. They have plot armor. Please play Jack and Daxter another time. Buff Khalifa versus Super Saiyan 2. Oh, you saw the preview. We'll be breaking that down in the follow-up episode. But make sure you guys turn on notifications, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you guys are watching it, because we're going to be doing these reviews and discussions every Saturday. It's a really, really epic ride with Dragon Ball Super right now, and I feel like with only 5 minutes passing, I feel as though the end of this tournament might not happen for a long time. I feel like this is going to be stretched out for much, much longer. 3 episodes equals 5 minutes. So just think about that. Divide that into 40. We have months to go of the Universal Tournament of Power and the aftermath. So with that being said, I think we're going to end it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys are asking for the PlayStation 4 controller, I see it. It's kind of funny. I got my brother's. But yeah. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys turn on notifications. We'll be seeing you guys next time. Make sure if you guys are watching this later on, leave a comment with out of 10. What would you rate this episode? What do you want to see? Zeno-sama has entered the chat. He's hearing us talk shit about him. We gotta go. Until next time, everybody, take care. Peace. Young Moolah, baby. Young money.